on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action, Ward. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
Throwing now, Ward. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joshua Hines-Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
For Travis Hunter. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Lawrence.
At the 40-yard line.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10 at the Titans' 14-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
10 yards. And the Jaguars first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or 2 to Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's January 4th. Are we still within the range we could say Happy New Year? Well, Happy New Year. This is it. Week 18. Everything to play for. Let's roll. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on the Ravens in the AFC North. And this is Rashad Bateman. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. With that, a look at how things stand, the playoff picture in the AFC as the season draws to a close. Meanwhile, in our game, not much offense to talk about, just 1 field goal on the board. 3-0 the score, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. They fake the handoff. Now Ward. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game.
Touchdown, Titans! Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
The 37-yard line.
On first and 10, it's ETN. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now Lawrence. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Third and 6.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Ward. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
The Jaguars on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and 5. On third down, here's ETN. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The visitors' offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running the jet sweep with Ridley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 7-3, 2:15 remaining. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that 1st down and finish the game off.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it.
And the Titans first down. A gain of 14.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Titans, they get the victory in the season finale, but it will still mean a sub-500 season as they finish at 8-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.